Taurus, thank you so much for tuning in. This is your early January reading. Before we get into it, just a quick announcement now. The way I'll be doing things this month is a little different. Instead of doing, let's say, the 1st to the 15th and then the 15th to the 31st as two separate readings, I'm going to set it up as sort of 4 readings. So I'm going to be doing 1 for each week, so 4 total, okay, as sort of quarter readings. Now, this reading right here is going to pertain to the 1st to the 7th, from the 1st to the 7th of the month. Of course, general reading, right? So it may resonate differently for everyone, and it may also permeate a little before the 1st, a little after the 7th. So take it as you will. Always use your personal intuition. Otherwise, I'm going to be proceeding right after this reading with that pertains to the 8th to the 14th. So that'll constitute the 1st to the 15th of the month. Now, for the 15th to the 31st, protocol will be the same as the last few months. They will be available to order via the link below in the description box I provide, and that's where you can purchase them, okay? And so that will be delivered as 1 reading, split into 2, 1 for each week, okay? Now, let's get right into this week here for you, Taurus. And I was hearing for you right off the bat, as I was meditating on your energy before I turned on the camera, that I was hearing, I'm sorry. There could be a focus on, I'm hearing revelations from the past, okay? The 8 of Cups coming out here, and another card popped out. Let's see what that one is. Flew on the ground here. Empress. Okay. So, Taurus, I'm hearing Aries for you, and this is Aries' card. Okay. Right beneath this 8 of Cups. Something to do about emotions from the past. Could be a focus here for you coming up from the past. Perhaps for a number of you, I'm hearing singing a song. Okay, I'm hearing, though, that it is, be it, yet again, okay, be it someone who's communicating something to you. Okay, be it you communicating to someone about a matter that is inherently emotional, that holds emotional value. You are taking a different approach with this. And, for example, okay, in the past, I'm hearing Aries again for you. Ooh, again, Emperor. This is Aries' card as well in the Major Arcana. So you have both the Emperor and the Empress. Okay. Now, Taurus. Okay, so for example, in the past, okay, if there was something that you didn't feel quite comfortable with, if something just didn't quite emotionally satisfy you, but you communicated it, or you went about communicating it in a certain way, I'm getting that there is a complete shift with the way that we are engaging ourselves in a communicative way as it pertains to matters that are emotional. Now, you started off with the 5 of Cups in reverse, and that was at the full moon in Cancer, highly charged period of time, and it was the first day of the 2018 year. So there was this decision, as I'm seeing it, to completely, I'm hearing, review and revitalize the way that we regard emotions. And I'm hearing fair play. You want to move into this terrain, so to speak, with in a level-headed way, but not in terms of almost making it financial, making it fiscal, making it official, but in such a way where you are understanding what principles you set forth create into the long term. And there is, perhaps I'm hearing a business at stake. For a number of you, there is a focus on business, literally business, and you have this focus here right next to this 5 of Cups. You have 3 Earth cards here, the 6 of Pentacles, the Son of Pentacles, the Emperor, wedged together, okay? That plays a part, is a focus, but by way of clarifying where you stand emotionally, and so there could be overlap between your emotional world and your financial world. You move into here the 7 of Swords upright, right next to the 7 of Cups in reverse. Absolute clarification of what we are feeling. And yet again, be it you communicating to someone, be it someone communicating to you, it's like I can no longer turn my back from what I'm hearing is pressing. I'm hearing what is an ongoing engagement that engages me emotionally, I'm also hearing financially, that I need to address clearly. And it's something that you've been feeling for a long time, Taurus, and it requires of you to communicate about it now at this point in time. The Five of Wands mirroring the Seven of Swords, there are so many ways you can go about that, and it's almost like, well, how exactly? I can say it like this, I can do it like that, we can do it like this, we can do it like that. Or again, the other party communicating to you in a certain way, in what shape or form, what creative methods do they take on in that way as well to communicate how they're really feeling. You have here the Son of Swords as well, the Three of Cups upright, and the Father of Cups, focus here on the water element. The Ace of Swords upside down, okay, horizontally laid right over this Father of Cups and the Three of Cups. For a number of you, I'm getting that you may be taking advice, okay, on how exactly to communicate this and or to set this strategy in place legally for a number of you specifically, and that being the sort of gauging, okay, of how you move into this new cycle and stage. And yet again, I'm not getting that you're like taking a creative bet with it as just impulsive. Okay, I want to move in this way, I'm feeling this like this, I can technically do it like that, I'm going to just do it. I'm not getting that. I'm not getting that you're just going to do it in that way. I'm getting that you are, you want to have a strategy about the way that you engage in discourse, specifically as it pertains to emotions. Now, for a number of you, again, there may be a legal component here. The Four of Swords in reverse, overlaying the Devil in reverse, overlaying the Five of Swords in reverse, the Four mirroring the Five. Okay, you then have the Nine of Cups upright, overlaying the Four of Wands upright, and the Nine of Swords upright, mirroring the Nine of Cups. Two Knights here, sandwiching the Four. There is perhaps a focus on matters of career and finances, absolutely, for a number of you. That is, I'm hearing, stuck in the middle, stuck in the game, playing the game, okay? There, though, is, at the same time, the focus on emotions. And at the end of the day, sort of, it's like, well, at the end of the day, these emotional experiences lead me to a certain exalted state of awareness of what it is that I am experiencing altogether in a certain way, in terms of passion as well, I'm getting, and what I make of these experiences that lead to a sort of thematic frame of reference and range of mind is how what I value to be the stage for me as I move into this next chapter. And I'm getting it as there being a focus on preparation, okay, for specifically communication, and the preparation for how you are to deal with the financial, monetary side of things, okay? But there's something you're coming very clearly to, and again, it has to do with something that you have known for quite some time to be a personal truth. You have here the Moon in your theme overlaying the Lovers upright. It was Aries that pulled these two cards, and you have the World in reverse mirroring the Moon. There is a focus here on cycles, okay, cycles of change, on as well a certain feeling of not knowing exactly what we are involved in at this moment in time as it leads into the future. The Lovers are flying through the Moon into the future. Very interesting. And there is the referencing to transformation of how it is that we engage emotionally. But what comes of that is not quite clear at this moment in time as I'm seeing it. And in a certain way, you are aware of that, okay? There is a completely new paradigm that you're going to be stepping into as I'm getting it, specifically as it pertains to how it is that you partner up, okay? And you came through prominently in Aries' reading as well. The Hierophant came through a number of times, that being your card in the Major Arcana. Let's get right into the next week, the 8th to the 14th, to see where these lovers are going, and I'll see you there.